can see the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from Lambeau. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. Smith.
As I remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Smith. He completes this to Walker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
On 4th down, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 67 yards. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once. Maybe defensively now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Smith. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. On first and 10, Love. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Love looking to throw it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Love. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the 50, it's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Geno. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Following the interception, Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. First down, going to the air with Love. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jordan Love ready on first down here.
Quick slant to Watson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Throwing again on second down.
Love, quick slant complete to Melton. And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Love now. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And it's a Packers touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. They drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
The touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And first down there, but it's incomplete.
I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
The return is Reed. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Love now to pass on 1st down. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Going back to Love. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
1st down, Love to pass. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the route is on. It's 24-0.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. To throw now. Here's Love. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Now Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And complete once again to Watson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 2nd down, it's Jones.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Third and 2. Love with it. He finds Watson complete. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that. How can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
The margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Now Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Walker with a grab, left side.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Geno now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp at all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Geno. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Walker. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now Geno on 1st down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On first down, it's Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. From the 2 now, second and goal. On second down, it's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. A toss running left. Walker. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 33 and a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Smith, they'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like the guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Smith. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun on third down, Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Smith now to throw. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a
performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense